Let's talk about common dreams, but first let me ask you a question. Have you ever dreamed of someone dying? How did you feel about it? Did you ever dream about flying or being chased or drowning? When you learn the language of dreams, you'll find hundreds of books explaining the meaning of dreams. You'll also find a huge amount of information on the internet to explain the symbolism in dreams. I'll just mention a few dreams that seem to be common across the world in all cultures. Firstly, dreaming of arriving late. A dream about arriving late could signify that you have an opportunity that you need to accept now. If you don't, the opportunity will not necessarily disappear, but you may get less benefit from it. If people comment about you being late or you feel embarrassed in their presence when you arrive, then there are probably people in your life who are happy to encourage and support you. But then you need to take the action now and not let them wait. How about dreaming of being naked in public? Dreaming of being naked in public is quite interesting because of different meanings that can be attached to such a dream. How did you feel about being naked in your dream? In tarot, the lovers are naked because they value honesty, and they are willing to share their deepest desires and secrets. Also in tarot, the child in the Sun card is naked because the child has completed the journey through life to the point where it feels an overwhelming freedom, which is also symbolized by the child riding a horse. A horse is a symbol of power. Of course, in your dream you could also be naked and feel vulnerable. Or you can be naked because you've either lost or shaken off a situation or experience that you've dealt with, and there is a sense of freedom and relief in the nakedness. Being naked could also signify that you have no secrets and nothing to hide, and that you are ready for new opportunities or a new phase in your life. Dreaming of a wedding. A wedding is always something to look forward to, and it requires lots of planning to get it as close to perfect as possible. Of course, it's also a stressful event because things can and will go wrong at the last minute. At the same time, it's a joyful event with lots of expectations for the future. When you dream of a wedding, all this symbolism is caught up in the dream, whether you're married or not. Dreaming of a wedding means that you are heading towards a new beginning with anticipation and excitement, and also with some trepidation. This new beginning can relate to a new venture in business, or a new phase in your spiritual journey, or another big change in your life, such as moving to a new house. Dreaming of death and dying. When people dream of death and dying, they're always scared that they or the person they dreamed of will die. That's not the case. A dream of death symbolizes an end, which always makes space for a new beginning. An end leaves a void, and a void will always be filled with something better than you've had before. When you dream of the death of a person you know, it signifies that at least a part of your relationship with that person, if not all of it, is coming to an end. Be aware of what that person means in your life. Is it a long-standing friendship or a role model or loyalty or something else? Death does imply a sense of loss, but that loss is inevitable, and you need to accept it because you can't avoid it. When you dream of your own death, you don't need to check your pulse. The dream signifies a change and a new beginning in your life that is overdue. It's an indication that you are reluctant to make the necessary move, and that the circumstances will conspire to make the move happen. Then you'll have no option but to adjust to the change because it will be as certain as death. Death is also a transition into another dimension, and therefore a dream of death symbolizes destiny. You can't prevent it. When you dream of another person dying, the symbolism doesn't change. For example, if a man dreams of a woman dying, then there is the added layer that the man is drastically changing his outlook of women for the better. and that either the man will overcome his misgivings about a woman and get married, or he will move to a deeper level of intimacy in his marriage or relationship. This is the same for a woman dreaming of a man dying. The alternative meaning is that the dreamer senses a massive change for the better in a person, and then dreams of that person dying. What it really means is that the old version of that person is making space for the new version of the same person because of events that can't be stopped. In short, dreaming of death is dreaming of letting go what is holding you back, so that you can move on and meet your destiny head on.